Today we have a 2016 Land Rover Discovery. Okay, when you start the car, it come out, but it don't shift. Start. Yeah. So this shifter is no good. You have to change the whole thing. Customer don't have money to get another one for now, but we're gonna have to do something to make it work, you know. And when he got money, we're gonna replace it. So I'm gonna take it off. So we're gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna take it off. This one. You have to change this module right there. Alright, so I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna open it, work on it, and then put it back in, make it work. Alright. There's a coffee mug go inside. So maybe that caused it. So that's why when you have this kind of car, you have to be careful where you put the coffee. See? So we're gonna open this one over here. So this is what happened. I just opened it. So this motor right there, when you start it, he's the one make this switch come up and down, bring it up and down. This motor right there. So this two blue one is for the lock. This is the lock, the gear lock. So this the one who hold the gear. When you press the brake, it go like this. It unlock it, and then you can switch the gear to put on from park to the reverse or whatever shape, you know, number letters you want. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check this. There's another motor for this lock. So that wire go to the motor right there on the bottom. So to take care of this lock, anytime you press the brake, the power comes to this line, and then it unlock this lock. So I'm gonna check it to see if that motor is good. So if the motor is no good, you know, that's mean I have to change the whole thing. But for now, we can do something like to hold this one on the back like this, and you know, for the customer to get some money and then to fix it. The best way is to change the whole thing. Yeah, because they're not gonna sell only the motor. If it's the motor right, the motor on the bottom, they're not gonna sell only that. So to make a temporary fix, yeah, we're gonna hold this one back. So anytime you start the car, the switch is gonna go up and in. That's, you know, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do right now. So I'm gonna check it, the line, and make sure if the motor inside is good. All right. So open this switch right there. I take this cover from here. So and then unplug it, this wire. So I'm gonna use my Power Pro to give a 12 volt to that one. I want to make sure if it's work, but I'm gonna do with the home. The home give it 12 volt to, because I don't know what's gonna happen over there. But you have to make a test. You can use the battery 5 point something volt. Yeah, you can give that one and to see if this latch gonna move. This one, to see if it's gonna move, to make sure if this one is gonna move. If it move, so that's mean the motor inside here is good. So the problem is come from the unit right here. So the best way is to change the whole thing. So I'm gonna check it right now to see. Test it. Yeah, I gave it a test. I gave a 12 volt to this switch, and it worked. The motor inside worked. When I give it the power to it, it move, it go back and forth. So the problem is now the motor is not getting power when you press the brake. But when we put the computer gives the code for this one. It should be this right here. It should be over. It should be this system. And it might have a problem anytime when you press the brake. You know, if the circuit is no good, so the motor is not gonna get power. And I checked the brake switch, everything work over there. So the problem come from this guy. So we're gonna do a temporary fix. So to do the temporary fix, we're gonna find a way how to hold this lock back. So we're gonna hold it back and then close it. Right? I hope this gonna help you. So if you have this situation, you check this the press the brake switch. If that one is good, so you know, with the computer give you the code for this one, then you gotta change this. All right, I just test it. Yeah, I give it a test. I gave a 12 volt to this switch, and it worked. The motor inside worked. When I give it the power to it, it move, it go back and forth. So the problem is now the motor is not getting power when you press the brake. But when we put the computer gives the code for this one. It should be this right here. It should be over. It should be this system. And it might have a problem anytime when you press the brake. You know, if the circuit is no good, so the motor is not gonna get power. And I checked the brake switch, everything work over there. So the problem come from this guy. So we're gonna do a temporary fix. So to do the temporary fix, we're gonna find a way how to hold this lock back. So we're gonna hold it back and then close it. Right? I hope this gonna help you. So if you have this situation, you check this the press the brake switch. If that one is good, so you know, with the computer give you the code for this one, then you gotta change this. All right. So what I did now, I made a hole on this side. I made a hole here, in this one, and then I put the zip tie and I hold it back. So now, if you turn it, the switch turn. See? So when park position, this is reverse, neutral, D, S, and then we're coming back again. Okay, so now it's not holding anymore. So now what I'm gonna do now is to plug back the wire the way it was. I'm gonna plug this wire back, and then I'm gonna put that cover right here to cover it, and I'm gonna close it, and then we're gonna test it. So to make this one go inside, I turn it. Before I take it off, I put the screwdriver here, and I turn it back. So we're gonna bring it back at the same position. When you turn it, you go in. So we're gonna bring it in. So you go here. The way it was. So it's inside now. So I'm gonna put those 4 screws, the screw 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna put them here. And then I'm gonna tie them back. And Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna test it to see if it works. So I'm gonna bring this guy here. I'm gonna plug it. This is it. This one, you go to the brake. That's for the hand brake. I'm gonna plug it to at least I'm gonna release the brake. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold my shifter here, and then we're gonna start it. So we're gonna test it. Got a key. We're gonna see if it's gonna come out by itself. So you push the brake. Nice. See, come off. So now let me put on reverse. We're on reverse. Et now neutral. Le neutre, ça marche. Quand on met en marche arrière, ça c'est le marche arrière. Maintenant neutre. Maintenant je mets sur drive. Si j'appuie, je vais un peu devant. Ça va devant. Bon, je vais faire quelque chose pour voir. I'm gonna do something to see. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do something to see if you're gonna go right on park. So I'm gonna leave on drive and turn off the engine. See, it goes straight on the park. So when I release the brake, it's on the park. See? So when I start it start right back on, and then it come out. So it's a temporary fix, but it's good because before you start it, you have to press the brake. You know, so that's I hope that this video gonna help you a lot. So share and subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you. All right, so the job is done. I put everything back. I'm gonna start it. Come out, off, up, right there. Reverse, work, neutral, drive. Neutral, reverse, park. That's it. Finito. No light, there's no gas. The handbrake is working. Let me put it down. That's the handbrake. Down, up. That's it. Everything will work. There's no gas, so that's fine. All right. Subscribe.